Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be one that I'm very excited about, and that is because I'm pretty much going to be explaining an in-depth tutorial on how to get a really simple everyday fall makeup look. And I'm really excited about this for one because I haven't done like a super basic every single day wearable fall makeup look yet. And for two, I'm really excited to be explaining things so in depth. So for those of you who have never even like touched makeup before, this is gonna be for you. And for those of you who are just looking for inspiration and ideas and maybe some tips and tricks on how you can do your makeup differently, this is for you as well. So I'm really excited about this because a lot of people can learn from it and figure out what they like and how to use different things and how to do things. And so yeah, I'm just gonna jump right into it. But a side note, if you hear any noise, like background noise, that is because people are filming outside my house for Ice Cold Killers. I don't know if like everyone's heard of it. It's pretty much just a TV show on like Alaska serial killers and different murders that happen in Alaska. And so they're using our house as a set and they are filming. So yeah, if you hear any noise, that is them. So we're just gonna jump right into this look. I'm also gonna include 3 different lip options. So for those girls that like the really nude lips, I'll have an option for that, and then nice like neutrally medium crazy lips, and then really dark. So anyone is going to be able to enjoy this look equally. So yeah, I'm just gonna stop rambling and jump right into it. So yeah, let's get started. So the first product I'm going to be using is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi. This is a liquid highlight. It's not necessarily a primer that's going to smooth out your lines or anything, but I really like this because it is so sparkly and so highlighted that whenever you have foundation over top of it, it really like picks up lighting really great and highlights the high points of your face in the most natural way. So that is why I'm going to be starting with this. So I'm putting this on as if it's like a moisturizer, like I'm just putting it everywhere. So next I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Fit Me not concealer. This is the Maybelline Fit Me foundation stick. And I really like this because it's just a stick of liquid foundation, but it's a stick. So I really like this to put all over my face. Gosh, I can't talk. I'm just gonna put this all over my face, and then I'm going to blend it out with a damp beauty blender. And this works really well because the moisture from the beauty blender really helps with the thick stick form of foundation, so it makes it look really nice. Okay, so next I'm going to be using the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Dark Circle Eraser Concealer. Mine is in the shade Fair, and whenever I'm picking out a concealer, I always like to go a shade or 2 lighter than my foundation, just because it will highlight and really accent the high points of your face if it's brighter in those areas. So I will show you how to do that because this is an in-depth tutorial. So whenever I'm highlighting with my concealer, I'm going to be taking it and I'm just doing a line from the inner corner of my eye down. What the hell? This is not blended. I didn't look in a mirror. Okay, Michaela. Let's teach people how to do makeup when you can't even do your own. Anyway, okay, so I'm taking it from the inner corner of my eye down by my nose, and then just wrapping it around because I do have redness on the edge of my nose. So I'm just doing a straight line down there. And then I'm going to be taking it pretty much up to here. So I'm going to be blending it downward all the way to my temple. Like that. And then I'm going to do that over on the other eye as well. And then putting it over my eyelids up to my brow as well so that I have a base for my shadows. And then in the center of my forehead, kind of in this weird shape, I'm also going to cover up some blemishes with this, just because. And then I'm doing my bridge of my nose, a little on my cupid's bow, and then my chin, as well as the extra blemishes. And then again, taking the pointier end of my beauty blender and just blending all of that out. So next I'm going to be taking a pressed powder to set my under eye concealer, and I'm taking MAC Pro Emphasize. This is just a white kind of brightening powder. It doesn't really come off white, it comes off more translucent on the skin, but I really like it for brightening my under eyes. Anytime you go in with a cream product, especially concealers, you really want to set that area with powder just because it does crease under your eyes and it will kind of knock down the longevity of your makeup because it'll start looking more worn quicker. So you can take a loose powder as well. Any kind of translucent or light colored powder would really do. Even like a yellowish base powder does perfectly fine. But I'm just going to be taking MAC Pro Emphasize, like I said, and setting my under eyes. So now that my under eyes and all of that jazz is all set, I'm going to be warming up my face with some bronzer. The reason you want to do this is because right now my face looks pretty flat. I mean, there's like some natural shadowing, but you really want to warm up your face, if anything, because it just puts some life into you and gives you some color, and it makes you look a lot healthier really whenever you have that warmth going. Also, if you want to get fancy and contour harsher, you can do that. I'm not going to in this video just because I am doing a simple makeup look, so I'm just going to warm up the cheeks. But I'm going to be taking Tan de Chanel, Soleil Tan de Chanel bronzer. This is a cream bronzer, but I use it the same as I do all my powders. I'm going to be taking this angled brush, and I'm going to be just warming up my face with this. And I'm pretty much starting that right here at the midpoint kind of my cheekbone and just blending it out. Lower than you would blush, so just right where that natural shadow is, right under your cheekbone. And then I'm going to be doing the same thing to the tops of my forehead. I want to do, and just kind of right here, I want to do this because it will not only make your forehead kind of look a little bit smaller, but it just evens out the bronziness and the color. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm also going to do it under my jawline, and then I'm personally just going to do the sides of my nose because I do like doing that and it kind of evens it out as well. You don't have to do that, but I'm going to. Alright, so now I'm going to put on some blush. I'm going to be taking the NARS Deep Throat blush, and I'm taking this one because it does have some sheen to it and some shimmer, but it's just a really pretty, like, soft peachy pink. Like, it's a perfect everyday color just to add some life to you. So I'm just gonna be taking that on a normal like powder blush brush and gonna be putting that on the apples of my cheeks and working it up right alongside of the bronzer. So I'm gonna be taking Becca Opal Highlight, and I really like this one. It's super pigmented and highlighted, obviously, but I'm going to be taking that on this Sigma tapered highlighting brush. I usually use a brush from Morphe, and I can't think of the number, but I accidentally dipped it in a little bit of latex, so I'm going to have to wash it off or get a new one or something. Anyway, so I'm just taking this one, and this works really good too, and I'm just going to dip that in there really lightly because this does pick up a ton of product. So just blowing off the excess and then putting it right on the top of my cheekbone, as you can see. And I'm going on really lightly because there's a ton of stuff on this brush. And I'm sweeping it over my brow bone just so I have kind of a highlighted top and bottom of the brow, just really lightly. And then doing the same to the other side. Oh, and then, sorry, I put some down the bridge of my nose, on my cupid's bow, as well as my chin, just to, again, even out that highlight. You want to put highlight everywhere, like it's the high points of your cheeks, and then you want the bronzer to be at the, or not your cheeks, the high points of your face, and then the bronzer to be at the low points of your face, just so it really adds that dimension and makes everything stand out, I guess. So now I'm going to be doing my brows. I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pencil and then the Blink eyebrow gel for this. The way I do my brows is I start kind of from the middle and just start filling in there, and then I personally raise up the arch a tiny bit more and then really just fill in with my natural hairs, and then put a couple little in the inside of my brow, and then I brushed it out with a spoolie to make it look more natural and kind of have that gradient effect. But I'm just going to do that off camera because it takes far too long. And if you guys want to see an in-depth brow tutorial, just how I fill in my brows, I will definitely make that video. But yeah, right now I'm just going to skip over it. And then I'm going to be setting my brows with the Blink eyebrow gel. Alright, so now that my brows are on and I am looking harsh as ever, I'm just going to start on my eyes. So for this whole eye look, I'm going to be using the Morphe 35K palette. I mentioned this in my favorites video that I did like 2 weeks ago. Well, it's my last video because I've been like MIA for like 2 weeks. But I mentioned this and I have been loving it. Literally every time I do my makeup, I've been using this palette and it's so great. So I'm just going to start with this one, and I'm going to start by taking this light brown, let me have it focus in, come on. Can you see that? I don't really know. I'm going to be taking this light brown color, and I'm going to be using that as my transition shade. So whenever you start any makeup look, really, you're going to start with a transition shade. And the reason for that is because it'll really help blend out darker colors. So a transition shade would be a lighter color, something really close to your skin tone, maybe even your skin tone, something like a light peachy color, or a light brown, or a light gray, whatever it may be. You're gonna want to start with that transition shade before you add really dark colors. And so yeah, I'm just gonna start with that, and I'm gonna be using my Sigma E25 blending brush. This is my favorite brush for blending out anything. I can do like a whole makeup look with this. I love this brush. So yeah, I'm gonna take that really light color and just start blending that into my crease and pretty far up to my eyebrow, just because it is such a light transition shade. Stay like that, yeah. So yeah, taking that really light color, I'm just starting in the very center of my crease and doing windshield wiper motions, as you can see, just to concentrate the bulk of that color into the crease, even though it is so light. And then I'm going to be taking like little circular motions and buffing that out so that there are no harsh lines. Alright, so now that my transition shade is laid down, I'm going to be taking the color right next to that. So it's right here. It's just a soft brown, and the reason I'm taking that one is because after your transition shade, you want to go for more of a medium kind of shade instead of going straight to dark. So it's really just building up that color. Even though if you want to go black, you want to start with the light, the medium, and then the black, so that you can build up that color seamlessly and it has a really nice gradient effect instead of just like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean. So yeah, taking that soft brown color, I'm just going to be doing the same thing, concentrating it into the crease and then just lightly blending it up. I'm going to do the same motions and everything. I'm just not blending up as high because it is a little bit darker. So we want that gradient effect. So now I'm going to take a darker color, and this is going to be my main color, like the star of the show kind of color, and that is this really like reddish auburn kind of brown. And I really like this for a neutral kind of fall color because it is a medium brown, but it's nice warm, like rich reddish brown, and it really makes it really pretty and fall appropriate, and it's a really nice everyday color. So I'm going to be taking a smaller brush. This is just kind of a slightly tapered blending brush, and this is the Morphe M322. So I'm taking a little bit of that, and I'm blowing off and like dusting off the excess product so that we don't go in with a heavy hand and have it like all messed up. And I'm just going to start by placing that on the outer part of the lid and then slowly blending it into the crease, just so that all of that color is really concentrated on the outer corner, and then going to slowly blend it in. Alright, so I'm taking the blending brush again and going back with the lightest shade, our transition shade, and I'm just going to blend everything all out. This is just going to make it more seamless than anything. It's just going to really get that gradient effect going in and really blend those colors together further. So. Alrighty, so that is all I'm going to do for the top of the lid, just because like I said, it is an everyday sort of look and I really want to keep it daytime appropriate and super simple. Ooh, actually maybe I'll put something on the actual lid itself, something shimmery. We should do something shimmery. So I'm taking this, this is the Morphe M1708. Okay, it's like this. It looks kind of like a small concealer brush, but I'm going to be using it for my eyeballs. I'm going to be taking this, like, where is it? This one? No. This like pale white gold shade. This is a really pretty, really nice shimmery color, and I'm going to be putting that starting in the very inner corner and just blending it out kind of to mix it with these darker colors on the outside. I'm not doing this like super intense. You can do it super intense, but since it is an everyday look, I'm just using this to slightly glam it up a little bit and also to kind of highlight the inner corner. And taking this on a brush is really going to help to kind of diffuse the color. If you do want to make it like really sparkly and popping, you can either wet your brush or you can just use your finger and just dab it on, and that'll make it really, really intense and really sparkly. So you do whatever you are comfortable with. So that's all I'm going to do. It's just a really light pop of sparkle, and it looks really, really nice. I think definitely with mascara on, it will tone down that sparkle even more, and so it'll just look really nice and natural and catch the light really nicely instead of being like boom, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna finish my other eye. Alright, I'm gonna go in with this shade right here, and it is a sparkly color again, but it's more of a light like champagne kind of sparkly color instead of a gold, so it really is a little bit more toned down. And I'm doing the same brush trick and just popping that right on the inner corner, because this is really going to make you look a lot more awake and alive. All right, and then taking this like really pale white, it is like a sheer kind of white color. It's not sparkly, but it definitely is sheer. I'm gonna take a really, really light amount of this. Using the same brush, I might as well because it's like right here. And I'm going to just barely put that along the brow bone. This is a really nice brow bone highlight color, actually. I thought it would be, but I didn't think it would be this nice. Okay, so I'm going to be taking a flat definer brush, and this is just a flat brush, and I'm going to be taking the medium brown that we used for the top, and I'm just going to be taking this brush and just kind of putting that right up along the lower lash line. So I'm pressing that as close as I can. Oh, now I'm just taking this brush with a tiny bit of that light brown and I'm just kind of smoking it out. So next I'm going to be taking my CoverGirl Supersizer mascara, and I'm going to be putting one coat of that on my upper and lower lashes, and then I'm going to curl them, and then I'm going to do more coats. I'm going to let that coat of mascara dry for a second, and then I'm going to go in with my lash curler and curl them, and then I'm going to do another coat. That just is going to ensure that they're nice and full and voluminous like I want them. Whenever I'm doing a natural look like this, I really like to play up my lashes just because I feel like it really opens your eyes up a lot more and gives you a really like doughy-eyed, like doll-like effect. And I think that's really, really gorgeous for just day out looks, and it makes you look a lot more fresh and awake. So if you don't want to put that many coats of mascara on and curl them, put one coat on, you'll be just as gorgeous, just as fine. Don't feel bad about it. Also, like, if you don't want to smoke out your lower lash line, you don't have to. I just recommend you try everything. You know, experiment with makeup a little bit and find what is really comfortable for you. Just try things. Just try things. Experiment with things, no matter what it is. Dark lips, light lips, crazy eyelashes. Just experiment. Also, you know, if you don't want to do any lip color, put on some chapstick. It's fine. Like, I'm not doing this saying this is how you have to do your makeup. I'm just saying leave room for trial and error and leave room to experiment and just test things out and test what's comfortable for you. So now my lashes are dry. I'm going to curl my lashes. So now that they're curled, like I said, I'm just going to put another coat of mascara on my top and bottom lashes. I really actually like this mascara. This is a great drugstore mascara. I almost like this more than my Perversion. So the first lip color I'm going to show is more of a nude, neutrally fall color. And this is the Too Faced Melted Chihuahua liquid lipstick. And I'm just going to put that on and show you. Alright, so this is the first lip option. Like I said, this is Too Faced Melted Chihuahua liquid lipstick. And this is definitely one of my probably top 3 favorite like nude lipsticks, because it definitely has that fall kind of feel to it because it is a warmer color, but it is still very neutral and very nude, and I really like that. So for the second lip option, I went with Kathleen Light's collaboration with Ophir Cosmetics, and this is Miami Fever. So I really like this one for fall, especially because it is that like pumpkin spice kind of color, and it's really, really complimentary to a lot of people and a lot of skin types, and it looks really beautiful with a everyday natural look, with a glammed up look. So I really like this just for fall all around. It is a very wearable orange, like burnt orange color. So yeah, I really like that, and I'm just going to put that on. Alright, so this one is Miami Fever from Ofra Cosmetics, and so this is what that looks like. I really, really like this one. I think it is very flattering to a lot of people, definitely with the neutral eyes. So this is my second makeup or lipstick choice. Alright, so my third and final lip color is ColourPop Feminist lipstick. This is just a super, 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 super dark purple. So I really, really like this because it is super like edgy and sexy at the same time. And I just really like how the deep, deep, bright colors look on people in fall, if that makes any sense at all. Alright, so this is the third lip color, and like I said, this is ColourPop Feminist. I really, really love this color because it is so dark and so close to black, but it is purple. And I think that that is just super cool, and it's going to be super great and beautiful for the fall and definitely the winter months, because I feel like as the season gets colder, lips get darker, and it's just awesome. So I really, really love this color, and I can't wait to wear it out. This is my first time trying it actually, and I love it. So yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed this tutorial today. I hope you guys learned something, whether it is just a tip or a trick, or you learned how to apply makeup. Whatever it may be, I'm really glad you guys watched my video, and I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Let me know down below what your favorite lip color is for this fall, what your favorite color was that I tried today. Just let me know your favorite lipstick, because I would love to know. I am obsessed with lipstick. And yeah, just comment down below. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you are not subscribed to my channel, then make sure to do that before you leave so that you can keep up with my videos and watch my next one, because you don't want to miss it. So I will see you in my next video. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.